to another version of the Unnecessary Roughness podcast.
I missed y'all. I missed y'all.
Happy New Year.
I missed you guys too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Happy New Year. We've been gone for a while because of snow. Fred loves snow.
I hate snow actually.
Snow's the best.
That's why I gotta move out of New York. Too much snow.
And go where?
To the best state ever, Los Angeles.
Oh yeah, they don't have snow. They just have earthquakes and a drought.
And horrible teams.
The Rams is actually good.
You sure?
You know they just got
They got eliminated. We should have known that because the public jumped and all the experts jumped on the Rams. If we would have been on this podcast, I would have showed you guys I would have picked the Falcons. But you don't do that when you have a rookie QB. Well, not a rookie. Well, a playoff version. Technically, yeah,
New to the playoffs guy.
New to the playoffs, and the whole team was new to the playoffs.
Yeah,
Todd Gurley was never there. Aaron Donald was never there. Against a team that has such playoff success.
Last
Who
year.
was on
Literally last year.
Vengeance tour.
Yeah, they are on a vengeance tour, and I don't want to spoil anything, but I like them a lot this week. Not as a bet because for some reason they're favorites, the Eagles.
Oh, they're gonna win.
The Eagles don't have a quarterback. Well, they don't have their quarterback.
No,
they don't have the MVP
Carson
guy.
Wentz was good.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz was really good this year.
He would have made a difference. I think the Eagles would have been a viable option against the Falcons if he was playing, but nah.
They wouldn't have been underdogs, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The
I'll be
first
surprised
#1
if.
seed in the Super
I mean,
Bowl
then
era.
again,
Their defense is
Atlanta
good,
did give away a lead in the Super Bowl, so I would be surprised if they lose, but it's football.
But they gave away a lead.
All you need is a Cinderella moment.
You
in
think they're going to
football.
do the same mistakes they did in the Super Bowl to give away that lead? Because, honestly, I was looking at it. If they ran the ball every single time, they would have won. They would have beat the Patriots.
It's just, it's not necessarily that I think they're going to give up a big lead. It's just maybe maybe they actually shut down their offense. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, in football, you only have to execute for that one game to beat that team.
Yeah, true.
So it's primed for Cinderella moments, but I still don't think that they beat them.
NCAA tournament.
Love both of those things.
Yeah, they're built for the Cinderella, the feel good story. Like the guy who wasn't supposed to win made it further than we thought.
Like I was saying the other.
I mean, in football lately, the best team seems like they have been winning, but
the past 3 years.
Yeah, it's not like it's setting anybody up for extra type of failure, but.
Teams were supposed to win and didn't win 2 of the last 3 years.
Oh.
Oh, not 2 of the last 3 years.
Talking about the Panthers?
Nah, the Seahawks.
Those
Seahawks
years ago, 2 of the past 3 years, yeah.
But wasn't the Patriots the best team on the other side?
They were
one,
was supposed
and
to
the
win.
Seahawks were one.
The
also.
Seahawks was on the one.
That's their fault. That's
yeah,
football.
That's how it is.
And then obviously,
how many times that happened in Madden? I'm not even talking about like amongst like in my franchise seasons. Yo, that used to be so crazy. Never in the Super Bowl, but
nah. Yeah, just BS happens.
28-3.
No, but they should have ran the ball every single time. It was just poor clock management.
That's the coach's fault.
Some of it, I put some on the players. All you got to do is execute. Like Matt Ryan, throw the ball where it go. People
Julio
catch.
Jones not getting the catch.
Jones was getting the ball,
but he wasn't catching it.
They just didn't do what they did in the first half. The first half was one game, and they just didn't come back out.
They're on a revenge tour, though.
I hope so. I feel like they should have had a championship, so it's only right if they go out there and attempt to get one this year. I would love to see them get it because I don't really have a team in the playoffs this year. So
this is the first year like I can't really pick a Super Bowl winner.
I just don't want the Patriots to win again. Like, I just don't want them to win again.
That's the obvious pick to say. All right, well, if I had to.
But I believe out of the NFC, Atlanta and the Vikings could possibly beat the Pats. Like
I think New Orleans could too.
I don't know if they'd be underdogs. I'm just not to that extent, but they
probably will be.
Those will be good games versus the Pats. Now, if the Pats somehow lose to Pittsburgh, I believe that's possible.
Pittsburgh never beats the Pats, which leads to the narrative like they never do it. So this is gonna be the time. Yeah.
So it's interesting to watch. It's definitely
Didn't they lose to them?
I think the NFC side of things this week is gonna be a little more interesting. Than
Yeah,
the
1,000%. There's no way the Jaguars beat the Steelers again, and after what happened with the Patriots, they're gonna torch Marcus Mariota.
It could happen.
55-10.
It could happen.
Put all your money on the Pats this week.
I'm talking about the Jaguars.
Yeah, imagine both top teams go down in the AFC. Imagine the Pats and the Pittsburgh Steelers lose.
Nah,
like this is just imagining, like this is large scale imagine.
It's a huge imagine. I can't remember the last year the Patriots didn't make it to the AFC Championship game.
So that's true, but I'm just saying, my team's not there, so I'm not speaking nothing definite. Yeah. So,
but I think it's possible for there to be a team that their defense solely carries them. I think the Jaguars might be it.
I'm betting against Blake Bortles every single chance I get. If you bet against Blake Bortles last week, you won. You bet against him this week, you're gonna win too.
So you're gonna bet against Case Keenum too?
No, I like the Vikings. Well, the Saints are helped because they're playing in a dome, so that's huge. But the Saints are a different team on the road than they are at home.
That's true. Very true. So wait, so the Saints they play the Vikings on the road next year. I mean, not next year.
Saturday.
Sunday.
Saturday.
No, it might be.
Sunday.
One of those 2 days.
Sunday.
I think it's Saturday. It's Saturday for sure. Because the Falcons play Saturday.
I like the Saints.
It's Sunday.
I like the Saints against the Vikings though.
Are we picking?
I wouldn't be surprised. Like with those games, that's what I'm saying. Either way,
their running game is a
well. No, I think the Falcons beat the Eagles. That's my pick.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Now the Vikings and Saints, wouldn't necessarily force a pick either way, but I'm going with the Vikings because of their defense.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't be like I wouldn't wake up the next morning like, oh my goodness, this happened. Like, nah. If it go the other way, it go the other way. Now in the AFC, you already know. If I'm waking up like, oh my goodness, the Steelers lost. Like that's how I'm gonna wake up.
Could happen.
It can, but I'll be surprised.
Put all your money on the Pats to win. You're not gonna make much, but it's basically free money.
Guaranteed.
Don't do that, because then they lose. Everybody gonna point at you. This guy did it.
They have their own choices.
He told me. Bernie Robert off.
You got the Saints and who you got? Falcons versus Eagles.
Falcons.
I think the Eagles gonna win.
All right. So
I think
Fred went completely opposite than we did.
Because I think the Eagles' defense is up there.
The Rams' defense was up there.
Julio Jones is up there.
The Eagles' defense.
You don't think so?
Julio Jones is up there.
He is.
Matt Ryan's up there too. It was different, completely different what he did in the playoffs last week than he had all season. Completely different.
True.
You know I'm keeping all these scores down.
We should.
The winner is going to be at the end. I'm 4-0
Eagles
last week.
Can we talk about how the Chiefs really might be cursed?
That's the crazy thing, because I thought they were going to destroy the Titans, so I bet Chiefs, -9? And
it had a lot to do with
never
Kelce
bet on Andy Reid in the playoffs.
It had a lot to do with Kelce getting knocked out of the game, though.
Yeah, it did, because they were up 14-0.
Yeah. So once he got on, he was like one of their biggest offensive threats.
Are they gonna do what they did to Alex Smith again?
They said everybody's making it seem like he's not gonna be the starter.
Who has Mahomes on their fantasy team?
I don't know. I'm guessing you.
Yes. I also have Jimmy Garoppolo. Just throwing out trade bait.
I don't have any. Both my quarterbacks is recovering from ACL tears.
I hope so. Well, I hope one of them does. I'm kidding. Carson Wentz, I want you back.
That's messed up.
So that the Giants can beat you. Okay, if we bet all of Bernard's money that he has in Bitcoin, which is valued at $22 million, would you bet all of that on Eli Manning being the quarterback for the Giants next year, or him not being?
I think he's gonna be in Jacksonville.
I think he's going back to the Giants.
All right, so you would bet your full $22 million.
They got the number 2 overall
this
pick.
ghost money. I'll definitely throw this ghost money in the air.
There's none of it's not Andrew Luck coming out this draft. I don't know, man.
I don't know. That guy from Wyoming is pretty good.
Josh Allen, isn't he ranked like 3rd?
But he's better than what he's.
You think he's better than Rosen? You think he's better than
I
Darnold?
just wasn't impressed by Rosen or Darnold this year.
Were you impressed by Allen?
Yeah.
I wasn't. I wasn't impressed by him. Baker Mayfield. I wasn't impressed by any.
Baker Mayfield, I wasn't impressed.
For the
by.
second overall pick? Nah.
How about the
we'll see.
linebacker from Georgia that told Baker Mayfield to be humble?
Humble yourself.
Then lost in the championship game.
I mean, he didn't lose because he told Baker Mayfield to be humble.
Still lost.
It's not like they lost. His defense got destroyed. It's just they didn't game plan for that quarterback.
That dude.
That last play,
They didn't game plan for that quarterback. That's
That
Nick Saban was
dude
like,
it was the
is-
safety and cover too.
we're gonna play two quarterbacks this
What
week.
type of defense was that on the last play of the game?
That
You
was-
allow a
that
man to
was
get
in-
behind
It was
you.
second and
It
26.
looked like
You allow him.
It looked
that-
like he was
what
playing
is-
goal line defense.
It's
Oh,
college, dude. It's college. It's not
It
the
looked
No,
like
I
they
don't care. And that situation, if you play
Prevent.
anything but prevent, you're in it. Like,
They
what
was-
defense was that?
They was running goal line defense on the 50.
It was the get beat defense.
Hey, what was like?
Field goal defense.
I was watching the clip and I'm like, how?
Yeah.
How is there that much room between you and the goal line where he can catch the ball in that space and still have to take? It should have been a jump ball situation. That's what he should have had.
Nah,
That type of defense
that was a
should
wide
have been set
open
up.
situation
That was ridiculous. He looked like he got beat from the line of
from the line of
scrimmage.
scrimmage. Because the safety was supposed to come over and help because they was in cover too.
I don't know what was supposed to happen, but I know it didn't.
Yeah, touchdown.
I looked at that from a million different angles, and I still don't get what was being attempted there. Like,
And now Jalen Hurts is gonna have to transfer to Tagovailoa.
Yeah, that's the new QB now.
That's a great.
He won the
name.
the championship with him.
to Tagovailoa.
Hmm.
Oh, you think now Saban is the best football coach ever?
Like when you say football,
you
Like,
mean like
professional?
overall? better.
No.
no?
He's
He's
not
not
only
better
did
than
he-
Bill Belichick.
Not only did he fail in the NFL level when he was with the Dolphins, I guess people aren't forgetting that. This is basically a non-salary cap sport. You can recruit whoever you want. You get the best players. They come to your
like,
team.
Belichick had the greatest quarterback ever.
Yes,
That's
but
one position.
it's and it's a salary cap sport where they dominated for basically 20 years. No other team in salary cap sport history in any sport has been able to do that.
True.
To dominate for that long with the same guys.
Spurs.
They're up there, but not
I think,
not really. I've seen some first round exits from the Spurs that I just haven't seen from the Patriots.
but for me, it's like
But the Spurs, aren't there.
Saban won't leave. Saban won't ever leave because like
I don't know. I heard stuff about him wanting the Giants job.
But why? Why would he do it? Not no
they
offense
pay
no
more?
offense to the Giants, but it's like
They would pay him more.
in Alabama, he's
Guy.
the guy in Alabama. He won't be the guy in New York. He'll
No.
just be
A guy.
a coach.
But if he wins a championship in New York, he
Probably
becomes
still
a
won't
big.
be the guy.
Yes,
'cause the
yes,
Knicks
he
probably
will.
still
Yes,
be the
he
hottest
will.
ticket.
Tom Coughlin
Who-
was
who-
the man
I
when
want
he
to
won
bring
his
up, what is the
championship.
hottest ticket in New York?
It's the Knicks.
Do you think so?
I don't think
Even
so.
though they're losing, it's them.
What you mean, like
'Cause the Knicks actually play in
the
New
team
York.
you
Like
want to
the
see
team-
right now, or the team that you?
Like,
don't-
who do you think holds the most viewers? New York, New York base.
Between the Knicks and the Rangers.
Think so?
Rangers could be. 'cause
You don't
they
throw
weren't
the Yankees and Mets. Let's
Like
take them
the-
out of it because they split them down the middle, right?
Yeah.
So, and maybe the Giants and Jets too, but I don't see that many
Nah,
Jets guys.
It's definitely Giants over Jets.
Exactly, and just like it's definitely Rangers over
Islanders.
Islanders. Now the Knicks, for the longest time, had a monopoly on basketball in New York. Do you think the Nets coming in took some of their guys away, or
I think it took some, but not
It
a
took
lot.
some of the Brooklyn natives, but overall, the Knicks are still New York's basketball team.
they are? Yeah, I 1,000% agree with you. They're in the heart of the city. They're the only team that plays in Manhattan.
They play in the mecca of basketball,
Mhm.
even though I'm not sure why they still call it the mecca of basketball, but
Well, you can't change Mecca.
I
Have you been
guess.
to actual Mecca?
No.
No, because they won't let you.
But I think they're still the hottest ticket because they have all the
I
celebrity
mean, they're a little
fans.
more, and they're a little more. They're exciting now. Like this year,
Yeah,
out of the teams.
Yeah.
Wait, but what is the Rangers record before I say that? Because are they?
They're up there. They're I forget how many points they have. They would have a playoff spot at the end of this if
If
the
it was
season
right
ended
now.
today. Yeah.
But the Knicks are probably. I don't know.
They have
I don't know.
because they have star power.
I can't just.
That's what it is.
Do
I
they
can't
really
just-
have star power
And it's
though,
like-
compared to the other team? The other teams have star power too. You know what I mean? The Giants have star power.
But
So
the Knicks
does
have more household names than the Rangers. Like the hockey won't really have household
Who's
names.
Knicks household names?
what you mean? Like Kristaps, that's it.
Michael Beasley.
No,
Alright, you see-
that's your
Melo-
household.
Melo from the left.
So
your
the-
household.
What's it called? The Rangers have Henrik Lundqvist, which I think even non-hockey fans know who he is, and I think that's where it stops. The Knicks, if you don't watch basketball, I think the only person you know is
So if
Kristaps
you're doing
Porzingis.
that, then it's the Yankees.
Is it though? Like, do you know? Like, I asked a non.
Giancarlo
who's your-
Stanton.
Who's your favorite Yankee? A non-fan? Derek Jeter. No, now. Derek
See,
Jeter.
they're gonna be like Giancarlo Stanton.
Like,
CC
you know
Sabathia.
Odell Beckham, you know Eli, you know Kristaps, you know Aaron Judge. Now you have to know.
Yeah, that's the Yankees. Yankees have the most star power. If you want to.
But I agree with you on that. But I
Stands.
think the Mets factor in.
Yeah, but all the sports it gotta.
It's not like Boston where the Red Sox are clearly number one.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't
Over
think
here
I don't
it's-
think it's a blatant split where it's like this team is just great
Mhm.
and it's like people. Mets fans go hard like Yankees fans
They
go
do.
hard, whether they winning or losing.
I don't know why.
Now Brooklyn and New York Knicks probably don't split the same because
They both lose equally.
no, because the Knicks have sold out games. New York fans and a lot of New York fans come out to see the other guys anyway.
That's true. Like, I'll go to the Barclays Center to watch a game, even if the Knicks aren't playing.
Yeah,
I'll go.
Nah.
a lot of New York fans come out.
Basketball's
When
just
when
like a fun
when
thing to
Kyrie
watch.
Irving was in it was a sold out game. Like, and you're not selling out to see Brooklyn. Like, not to be funny, but
Yeah.
On one of my Sports Times app where you get like last minute tickets, I don't have the Nets there, but they popped up. It's like in your area.
yeah,
Like yeah. So why if it's cheap enough, I would go. I was thinking about it, but we had to do the show. I mean, I would go if it comes up, and it's like all right, $80 for 100 level tickets. Yeah, then why not? I'll go down there.
Yeah, I mean,
please just
It's a fun
don't
sport to
drop no
watch.
popcorn.
I'll
Sheesh.
try my best.
yeah, I think. I don't know. I just think the Knicks got to be because the league is more star driven. I just feel like that's why I feel that way.
The league is, but the Knicks, we just got rid of one of our megastars.
Yeah, the Knicks have one star. Like, stop trying to make these other guys stars. They're
Michael
not
Beasley.
stars. He's not a star. He was just playing overseas.
Willie Hernan Gomez.
Yeah, like, he's still on there.
I don't think so. I
I
think
don't think so.
What,
Ron-
like
Ron-
overseas left or another team?
I haven't seen him. Man.
Ron Baker.
Ron Baker's
Like,
there.
like, who is that? That sound like the guy that.
And his
Frankie
cancer.
Ntilikina.
And his cancer is fighting against the Turkish government.
I'm not gonna lie though, like I'm not trying to be funny because the Knicks have been putting up decent numbers this
Yeah,
year,
they've
like,
been-
and their players, it's coming from everywhere. I like
coach,
what they're
too.
doing. Yeah,
The fact that we're not doing the triangle.
I like what they're doing now. They actually look like a team of players. Now, don't get me wrong, they're not my no stretch favorites to win anything, but they're building in the right, they're moving the right way. Like, they actually, to me, have a chance to win most games. A chance, like, that's all you could ask for with a young team is a chance.
Every Knicks game goes the same. Up big in the first quarter, pulls in close by the second quarter. Third quarter, by the end of the third quarter, they down by 4 and end up winning by 1.
What's your team's record again?
I said
Less.
they end up winning by 1.
Less.
Don't care.
Everything, every sport to me, the standings looked weird over the past year. Like, I was really looking at the playoff teams in football. And I'm like, yo, I had no clue that this is what the playoffs look like.
Every single division winner did not make the playoffs last year.
Like,
Every single one. On the NFC side. Sorry,
I'm
let
just
me
looking
clarify
like,
that.
yo, it's
There's a lot of new blood.
it just was totally like I seen the list. I'm like Jaguars, Bills. I'm like,
felt like
I didn't even know
96.
these teams were doing good enough to be in the hunt.
Oh yeah, they've been doing the Titans.
I knew the Chiefs. I knew the Patriots, the Steelers.
I didn't know the Saints defense was good this year until like 2 weeks ago. Everybody was when they was on TV talking about how good the Saints defense was. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Then I
Marcus
forgot-
Lattimore is doing this thing.
Rob Ryan's not their defensive coordinator anymore. every Rob
Swiss
Ryan defense
cheese.
gets toasted. Cowboys Rob Ryan defense toasted.
Bills toasted. Saints toasted.
Every Browns definitely toasted. Speaking of the Browns, yo, you know they have the fans that had that 0-16 parade, right? You know the players got mad at them because they had the 0-16.
Well, the
parade?
players
I
should have
mean,
been
yeah.
playing better.
Yeah.
But
The
that's
fans-
not something you want to see.
But
though,
let me
like-
ask you a question though. As a fan, what's better? 0-16 and I get the first overall pick, or 1-15 and I get the second overall pick? Now in
I
this
mean,
case,
yeah.
if they went 1-15, they'd get the.
Both. stink
Yes,
if you a
but
Browns fan,
you
but
don't-
No,
No,
not. But
you
what's
throw
better
a
for
parade
you? Though?
for the first round pick, for the first pick.
No, you shouldn't. They got 2 picks in the top 5
Yeah.
picks. That's number one.
But
So that's something to
They got
celebrate
one and
about.
one and
but
four.
parade, you threw a parade for losing, basically.
But you mad at the fans, but you not mad at yourself?
Yeah, and as they should be. But you should be just as mad at the fans too. Like that. I mean,
Dude, I'm from Cleveland. I have nothing to celebrate about. My economy sucks.
you don't deserve a
nothing to
parade.
do.
That team, you should not throw a parade for
The
anything
Cavs ain't
football.
winning this shit. LeBron just had the worst game of his life.
You should not throw a parade and show people that you celebrating losing by any stretch. Hey, hey, yes, we
They should
got
win.
the first
then.
pick.
They should win.
That's cool. How
All
do
right, but
how do New York
me as a
act?
fan, how do I win? What?
How do New York act when we get a good pick? If we ever get a good pick, it's never. It's
the
like
Giants got a good pick.
it's like this.
Boo it.
They
it's like-
they booed Odell Beckham. They booed Kristaps Porzingis.
Hey,
we
boo
don't
it.
we don't know how to act when
That's
we get
what I'm
good
saying.
picks.
But
So
we
we're
don't throw
wrong, though.
parades. We don't throw parades.
But we're
You
wrong.
shouldn't throw. You shouldn't throw parades.
I bet you people
They
booed
gotta-
Aaron Judge.
they
That's
gotta
why they gonna get
feel
a
good
Ryan
about-
Leaf.
They gotta feel good about something. They gotta feel good about something.
They're gonna get a Ryan Leaf with one of their
They
picks.
get mad at the fans, but not at the front office for not putting a good team on the field.
They're gonna get
ever.
a Sam Bowie with one of their picks.
Who the-
Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, they're gonna get that guy that come right before the guy who's
Sam
who's the next
Darko
Superstar.
Milicic.
freaking Tom Brady, huh?
Darko Milicic.
Yeah, they're gonna get that guy, the guy that gets picked between
Carmelo,
the Hall of Famers.
Look, he was right
Bosh,
between-
Wade,
When did
LeBron.
Wade get picked? Fifth or
Fifth. Darko was what, third?
second?
Oh, he came before Melo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was LeBron and Darko.
Darko, Melo.
I
Bosh.
mean, the Pistons were right. They were the first to get a ring. Just saying.
Not with him. Can you imagine
Nah,
how
He
many,
was there. It
he
was
can
wasn't-
you
with
imagine
him.
how many rings if they would have had
LeBron
Melo?
Or Melo. Oh yeah, they didn't have a chance at LeBron. My bad. Yeah, Melo. Yeah, they would have had.
Or Wade or Bosh. Well, no, not Bosh, but
Bosh couldn't do it by himself. But Bosh, I think if Bosh was there, they could have.
yeah, if Bosh had a
It-
Bosh was a freak of nature when he was on Toronto.
I think he was a freak of nature when he was on
his
Miami
rebound
too.
numbers used to be ridiculous.
Like he just didn't have the
He had that-
numbers in
he was-
Miami because he had to share.
he was
with-
third.
Yeah.
But he was like when he first got in the league.
2011 Miami Heat, one of the best teams of all time that I've ever seen. 1,000%.
Yeah.
Except for the 2000.
Oh boy.
The 2004 Lakers, right?
I was gonna say 2010.
Yeah.
I knew it was a Lakers team. I knew it soon as he started talking.
Oh boy.
I mean, 2010 is the year Kobe passed on the best player of the world chip to LeBron. He passed on the torch to LeBron in 2010.
How if he won the championship in 2010?
That's when he passed it. As soon as he
Oh.
finished the championship, he's like, here, it's for you.
The next year didn't they get? That's when they got swept. And Andrew Bynum was throwing them wild elbows.
Yeah.
He
Swept by the
tried
Mavs.
Tried to kill
JJ Barea. Yeah.
Messed up.
Yo, he really just disappeared. Like
Good.
Kobe made him a legend, and then once you go away from
he wasn't a legend. He was
nowhere
good.
near a legend. He was trash.
He was good
Kobe
for
had
2
a-
years,
how was
3
he
years.
The best, he was the second best under the league.
To you, not to me.
For 2
Yeah.
if you give him that title,
Who
I
would you
don't.
think was the best center in the league, the second best center in the league at that time?
Name 5 centers, all of them. At the league at the time. All of them better.
Wasn't better than Bynum.
Dwight.
Averaging 17 and 12. Dwight was the best center. And then second was Bynum.
Said Dwight.
There's a lot of better centers. I can't name them all right now, but they were better.
Who you going to say? Marcin Gortat?
Yup, better. Still, who's in the league still?
Vujovic.
Better. Yo! I lost Vujovic in my fantasy league, man. I lost to Carl.
How you lost him?
Because he got injured. I still have him. Dude, it's like I'm the Walking Dead right now. Steph's
my
not
team
playing
is
tonight.
Kawhi Leonard, Damian Lillard.
That was the worst first-round pick anyone's
Damian
ever
Lillard. Nah, Adrian Peterson. Damian Lillard, all of them guys. Mike Conley. My first 3 picks is hurt.
Damn, that hurts.
That's messed up.
It's life. It's life when you. It's just rough. It's a rough life. It's okay though.
So State Farm, Papa John's, perennial quarterback, host of Monday Night Football.
Oh, I would like that.
Is he next?
He needs.
You know, Eli is like 4th if you bet. He has the 4th best odds to host Monday Night Football.
They should let me have the first best.
Eli,
yeah, that's upsetting to me. Eli said he wants to play next year.
He's not even retiring.
I hate everybody. But yeah, Peyton. Look, listen, Sean. Touchdown is when you throw the football to another guy.
No.
It's that easy. I've been doing it for years. I did it more than anybody. Check the numbers.
What did I just get into?
That's what he's gonna talk about Peyton Manning the entire time.
Peyton Manning is not the type of player.
He's not. Peyton Manning is a stand-up guy who will talk.
These guys are out here hustling, showing heart, doing things to get the game done.
I don't know who I want to see the next host of Monday Night Football.
Me.
They got to replace their president, their host of Monday Night Football.
Why?
The president stepped down.
Oh, John Skipper. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Me. I should be the president.
He's pretty good at
Are
it.
you
Disney,
ready for
hit him
some
up.
football?
I'm about to buy it with that 22. I'm about to buy a portion of it with that 22 million we spoke about earlier.
My man. I'm telling you, B got all that Bitcoin stuff.
They should let Terrell Owens do it. And now I'm sitting next to Terrell Owens. First of all, my name is Terrell.
Not Terrell.
Not Terrell.
Quarterback.
Terrell.
And that right there is my quarterback.
Didn't he get booted off the challenge?
They really should let Shannon Sharp do it.
You think Shannon Sharp's going to leave the gig he's got now?
To host Monday Night Football? Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, it is bigger to host Monday Night Football than it is to be on Fox Sports.
To host that?
Not $100 million over 10 years.
Well, obviously.
Who's getting that?
Gruden?
Gruden getting that for his new contract.
Dude, he has the highest of any coach/athlete. He has the highest guaranteed money. Even if you include that.
Wait, all his money guaranteed? So even if they don't want him after 3 years.
And that's the difference between him and Steph Curry. Steph Curry don't got that financial security.
He's not going to coach for 10 years.
He doesn't have to. He could coach for 1 year and then he gets all that money.
And did they ever give him the ownership stake?
Nah. I heard you can't do that. Like, I heard it was against NFL bylaws.
So that means he did it. They just didn't put it in a contract.
That's dumb.
I mean, why can't you sell off a portion of your team to?
Listen, all I know is they
like just don't put it in the contract.
Shannon Sharp, the new host of Monday Night Football. That old boy Shay Sharp be on them creams. Now I got that hand dog with me.
I think the Monday Night Football job is the biggest job opening in all of sports right now.
It is. It's one of the.
Unless Eli steps down, then it's Giants quarterback.
Besides like Super Bowl and stuff like that.
Well,
you mean
who's gonna? These guys aren't leaving.
Gruden was getting paid $7 million a year to work 16 Mondays.
He was getting how much a year?
$6.8 million a year.
From ESPN?
16 Mondays.
Yeah, to work 16
He was getting $6.8 million to do what he do. I barely see him.
Because he works 16 weeks out the year. Well, 16 days.
Well, he has, Gruden's camp. He has little shorts on shows.
The Gruden grinder.
Little shorts on shows.
Come on.
I like the Gruden grinder because I want just like the way he talk. Like, the Gruden grinder, Buster Screen. What a name that is.
Do you not care, like, if your announcers are, announcers, like, there's so much dead time in football that you need announcers to keep you
just
on.
Like baseball.
Yeah, to keep
like
you
Tony
on.
Romo
Them guys on Yes used to keep me in
They still
baseball.
keep us up. Shout out to Michael K.
You mean the way that
See ya.
Tony Romo was Tony Romo was the most exciting part of the Bills and Jaguars game.
Dude, Tony Romo's awesome, man. Tony Romo's got to be looking at the Cowboys saying, "Y'all replaced me for that."
I'm telling you, it always goes good that first year. I'm not saying Dak won't be good, but I don't think he's gonna be.
Good the third year. This is probably a sophomore slump. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just
What a slump, bro.
they just always do that. Oh,
Get
you have a
rid of
couple good games. You have a good season, so you're better, and you're gonna be good. I hope they paid him a lot of money.
No, they didn't. That's the perfect point. If you look at it, all the like the Eagles, the Rams, the Cowboys last year, they don't spend almost all of their money on the quarterback. So that makes them better. Think about it. The Seahawks dynasty is over. Why? Because 8 of their players
Because
Seriously.
they threw the ball on the one.
because 8 of their
That's why it's
never
over.
existed. Because 8 of their players hog up 92% of their cap. Like, I'm not saying don't go after your money. Every single one of those 8 players on the Seahawks deserve their money, but there has to be some type of structure.
But most of them, they first of all, there's 2 like key parts that's not even guaranteed coming back. Cam Chancellor and what's this guy's name?
Thomas.
Cliff Averill.
They got to spend money on an offensive line. Russell Wilson's dodging. You know what the NFL should do, and they'll never do it because they lack common sense.
Pay their players fairly.
No, yes, that. But one player, one contract should not count against the cap. Like, and the reason I don't say quarterback is because if you have a rookie quarterback, you can use that with somebody else. So, like, say Drew Brees, or even better, Derek Carr counts $24 million against the cap.
Right.
That's why they probably won't ever win a Super Bowl.
With the Raiders.
With the Raiders, yeah. But he counts $24 million against the cap. If you
because they don't
remove
have
that
Jerry
$24
Rice.
million into, if you can use that and allocate it on other players, why wouldn't anyone do that? Just remove one contract away from the cap where it doesn't have a cap hit.
That would make more sense, especially since there's one position that clearly gets paid more than the other.
Yeah, completely.
It's not like basketball
And
where it's like it
they
can vary
keep
on who
doing
gets
it.
paid.
They keep raising the high pay.
It's not. That's the market.
Did you see
Yeah,
when
like
Donald
they
Trump
keep, and
didn't
it's
know-
not helping.
Did you
Like
see when
how much-
Donald Trump didn't know the
how
words to the
much does
national
the
anthem?
cap go up, or does it stay?
It goes up based off revenue, so it's gonna go up because revenue went up, which the league is dying. Revenue went up, so I don't know what the percentage is, but the cap does continue to rise, and it's under the bylaws where you have to spend 90% of the cap. You can't just go under like the Marlins are doing.
You see how Donald Trump didn't know the words to the national anthem during the national title game?
Like he tries, okay? He's a super genius.
But he made such a big.
He's
deal.
a super stable genius.
He made a big ass deal about the national anthem and didn't even know the words. Get me tight. Just like
Hillary Clinton is a liar.
Does your man John Gruden win a Super Bowl for the Raiders?
No.
Now here's it.
Depending
Yes,
on
in
what-
the next 10 years, yes.
No.
Or, and hear me out. Does he do it in the next 2 more years that they have in Oakland?
No.
it depends on the
No.
personnel he gets.
No.
He has this personnel.
Regardless
what,
how
do
you
mean,
want to play it, no.
Or you mean like players?
Players.
Neither one.
You don't think with Marshawn Lynch?
First of all, Marshawn Lynch is gonna get bored. His show on Facebook is better than the Raiders.
Don't get it on the J, scientist.
He said I was gonna talk a lot of crap about you
So if
till I seen you
would
break
you
them
bet
bricks
all
like that.
$22 million worth of Bitcoin you have?
That they don't win a championship? Yes.
You would. All right.
And we're gonna
Or
stop
they
doing
pick
this
somebody
$22
over the
million
draft.
worth of Bitcoin before people believe
What
you.
pick the Raiders got in the draft?
The one they got.
It's like 15. Is it 16th or 17th?
I feel like
It's one of the later picks.
the Jets always do this dumb shit.
Who y'all grabbing? A quarterback? No.
Yo, if they draft the defensive players, son, I'm out.
Dude, that cornerback from Alabama looks good.
Yo.
Y'all gonna
come
grab
on.
him. Who's your corners right now?
Don't
Me
matter.
and you.
It doesn't matter. Who are they?
It's Jamal Adams and
Trash and
no, he's not trash.
Robbie
he's pretty
Anderson.
It's somebody else.
I don't know your corners either. But the fact that I don't know your corners
Robbie Anderson.
might as well be a
He
corner.
might as well because he can't catch.
Didn't he give you
You
like
said
so
Robbie
many
Anderson
points?
can't catch?
Dude, that's one of your bright spots for next year.
I don't have no break.
Jets
spots for
win
next
7
year.
games next year. I'm calling it right now. At least 7.
He said Robbie Anderson can't catch. That was your best player.
How much you willing to drop that the Jets win less than 7?
Moody, hey.
I have to see what the team. they
Dude,
put
y'all
on the
gonna win.
field.
I'm telling you, Todd Bowles is a good coach.
It depends. Like I would want to see him draft. We have to draft a quarterback.
Who y'all get? Yeah, first of all,
They're gonna take
trade
Jacob
with the
Mason.
Giants and trade your swap first round picks
Or
and give
try
us
to
a
get-
second and a
what you
third.
call it? Try to get Tyrod Taylor.
No, he's a free agent.
Yeah, they said they're gonna let him go.
They're gonna waive him.
Why wouldn't y'all try to
He gonna
get
be a
Alex
big
Smith?
cap hit against them.
Old.
So y'all need
Tyrod
anything.
Taylor's old.
Tyrod Taylor's not as old as
Was
Alex.
ain't he
He's not,
28?
but-
Tyler, Alex Smith was supposed to be an MVP caliber player in 2005.
Hey, don't come at Alex Smith made it to a Super Bowl.
Then he like, oh well, it only took him long enough to do it this year. Wrong.
Hey, he was on fire the first 4 weeks.
Like,
6 weeks?
It's always
6.
a team like that. Last year was the Falcons. I mean, 2 years ago was the Falcons.
1 year
Last
was
year
the
was the the Eagles about to lose again. Yo, dude, I can't wait for the Eagles to lose. I got a couple Eagles friends on there where I was like, I try to, form a bond. I'm like, dude, the Giants suck this year. Dude, can you just help me out? Because I know y'all felt it last year. As a friend, I'm not trying to disrespect you or nothing. Just, you know how I feel. So
Hold it
let's do it.
down.
And he said, we were never like y'all.
Yeah,
I was like,
they
what?
Won the Super Bowl.
We ain't get, thank you. That's why y'all never like us. Because y'all ain't winning nothing. Nothing.
When the last time
Who gonna
Philly
win, the
won-
birds
oh,
that
yeah,
choke or the birds that don't win anything? Well, the birds at least had something to choke away.
Fly, Eagles fly.
Oh, I forgot Donovan McNabb throwing 2 straight interceptions after he got a mulligan in the Super Bowl.
Throwing 2 straight.
Threw an interception.
Come on.
Threw a flag. He got saved. Very next play. Interception.
Threw an inappropriate comment and got fired.
Yeah, where he at? Eli. Everybody was on Eli's side when he got wronged. No, let me stop. Everybody was on even Eagles fans was on Eli's side.
I don't care.
You don't care about Eli?
No.
Ellie.
Because
All right.
I go to Ellie.
Lonzo Ball is never gonna win a title.
That's what you say now till King James pull up.
Yeah,
He
you
never
was-
win another title either.
You
Miss,
know,
it's just he's having the best season ever of a player that's only 33 years old.
Loaded stat. Yo, I hate them
Hated
type
that.
of stats.
15th season, the best season ever.
Yeah,
He's
he's-
33.
ESPN is the king of that. They be like, LeBron is the first player to score 33 points in the first half.
He's the
while
first
eating a
player to
chicken-
have
while have eaten a chicken wing at halftime, standing on 1 foot, breathing at 2.3 paces per second.
I hate them stats, yo.
So can we bring up can we overreact that he had the worst game of his life the other day? Is this a downward trend? Is he trash? Is he still the GOAT?
Cavs not playing good. They lost like 5 of their last 7.
Yep.
Then they got beat by like 40 last night.
Mm-hmm. LeBron's worst game. Brady,
No,
who's
yo,
gonna
I
win
told-
MVP this season, is 40.
You think he wins it over the other guy? The running
Todd
back?
Gurley?
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the running back
Quarterback
factor.
al-
I don't know,
quarterback
because there's an
always win it over
anti-Brady
running
stuff,
backs.
and after this thing came out, how they basically blackballed Garoppolo.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, but I don't see a running back doing that, especially when they got bounced off the first round.
What shouldn't
And
really
Russell
have nothing to
Wilson
do with it.
should be in the MVP conversation too if he would have made the playoffs, but he didn't, so he shouldn't be.
But, you
But
know,
look at
if
Brady.
They,
He
they
needs.
going by basketball standards, then
Then yeah, anybody. Win
everybody
MVP.
could win MVP.
Even people who artificially average a triple double. All right, look, this is what we're doing. He's getting all the passes, he's getting all the rebounds, and he's getting all the points. Triple double.
Which
is We did it.
seed MVP.
That's why.
When the Thunder played the Warriors, they, Durant and Steph was laughing at him on the bench when he boxed out his own teammate.
That's what I'm
They was
telling you.
pointing and laughing. I was like, that's messed up. That's your old teammate.
But I mean, come
It's
on.
funny. It's funny
It
regardless.
was hilarious. That's I don't want to call Russell Westbrook a stat hog, but that's exactly what he is. A
Why-
stat hog.
Why people be calling Matthew Stafford Matthew Pat Stafford?
He's a stat patter too. He pads stats. I mean, he's the richest quarterback ever. So why not? Well, Kirk Cousins and Jimmy Garoppolo about to break this.
Yo, I'm not going front. It's getting ridiculous.
Yo, why don't the Jets get Kirk Cousins? He's not old. He's just gonna cost $30 million.
And he's not 30 mil good.
They don't make good front office.
Y'all better hope y'all don't play the Giants week 17 with a chance to get in the playoffs.
Why?
Because Kirk Cousins can't beat the Giants in week 17.
I don't know.
Y'all should go get Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yo, dude, I don't know, man.
Fitzpatrick, yo, he really
Fitzmagic.
He really is the definition of like yin and yang. Like he has horrible seasons, come back, have a great ass season.
Horrible season right now.
Come back, you pay him, you pay the guy. It's like the secret to him being great is not paying him. If he's playing on a minimum contract, plays lights out. Give him money, sucks. Same thing happened when he got the big contract on the Bills.
That's true. He did. The Bills dropped $60 million, I think, on him. And
Hell
that
yeah.
was, back then it was a lot of money for a QB, $60 million. Now it's chump change. You give me $60 million, I'll laugh at you.
Some of these quarterbacks are actually worth 60 million.
Derek Carr's worth $60 million.
What you mean, like in a year?
Chuck E. Cheese coins.
You talking about in a year? Or you
No, I'm talking about overall.
4 years, $60 million. That's what he's worth.
That's what he getting?
No, he's getting like 4 years.
80 something.
No, more than that. So over 100, like 120 mil or something.
He getting
He
30
gets,
million a year.
25 mil a year, yes.
Yeah, he's like I think he's like the highest paid quarterback in the league.
Nah, Matt Stafford passed him.
If
But
I play catch for a week, I could go get 50 mil out the NFL.
yo, bro, if you're a quarterback,
Yep.
it's not even
Throw the
fair.
ball back and forth. Pitch it.
I mean, basketball, they're starting to break, you know.
And you don't even gotta be
Contracts.
prepared to play. Look at Brady Quinn.
Oh, but he doesn't get huge money, though.
He's still in the league?
Yeah.
How?
Same way AJ McCarron is still in the league.
I don't know who
The
that is.
Browns don't want that A.J. McCarron.
I don't know who that is.
It's a
So,
quarterback
yeah,
from
Brady's my
Alabama.
MVP, guys.
Todd Gurley is mine.
I picked Todd Gurley too, just based on what he did for me in fantasy, even though it counted for nothing.
Stay humble, Fred.
Was humble.
I don't know
I
what
just
that
had
means.
had nobody playing in week 17.
That's true. Since it was a 2-week thing, though, I can't just break it up. So in our 16-man league, we don't play week 17. Like, the championship happens week 16 and it's over. And most of my leagues are like that.
That makes more sense.
But you had your guys went week 16.
What you said? What?
Your guys played week 16.
Yeah.
They just couldn't carry on week 17. And let's be honest right now, Todd Gurley played well enough for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but
If Todd Gurley scored 30 points against me, against you, you would have lost me. And 30
Yeah.
points is going off.
not for him this season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And every
But I didn't have no-
fantasy
I had
championship
no-
I
I had
lost in,
nobody going
Todd
on-
Gurley, I was against Todd Gurley.
I had nobody going this the last week.
You should have planned better.
No. I think I should have just been over week 16.
Nah, there's 10 of us. I like the
Kelsey-
2-week thing.
Kelsey not going. Brown injured. Gurley benched. Ajayi benched.
That's like me complaining because
Bortles
I would've-
2 points.
if I would have played anyone else in the playoffs, I would have won the first week. That's like me complaining about that. Or if I just didn't play Fred, if I would have played the other guy, any of the other guys, I would have went on
If
through.
Bird had a radio up his ass, there'd be music in there.
But that's what I'm saying. So why you complaining?
What?
Get better.
What did that even mean?
Music in the air. It's music in the air regardless. You play music, it goes up.
Oh man.
That's a new saying. The only thing is, I was kind of.
If a bird had a yo.
The only reason I really wanted you to win, like I didn't pick sides, but the only reason I would have accepted you winning is so I can say I was the only person to beat you. Now I got to share that distinction with somebody else.
I won.
All us.
You
all
won what?
Fantasy championship.
You the UCF.
UCF, yeah, we win. We did
They
it.
for the national championship
Gym shirts. They went in a parade. We won the championship.
This show is mad fun.
Am I allowed to put that on my resume that I won the championship?
Can you take
your hat,
sir?
Like
Can you take your hat, sir?
like what Dale said to the mother and step brothers said, I manage a baseball team. Oh, Little League? No, fantasy.
That's perfect.
He said, I was sick, man. You ever feel like far so far up your ass? Yo, he really whooped the son. He was like 36. He said, no, that's for the salmon.
I remember them getting beat up by little kids. There was one part.
He's made him lick the white poop.
I
He's
do
made him lick
remember
the
that.
white poop.
He said,
Why did he stick his tongue out?
"That's what I didn't get."
He said, of course it's your fault. he took his food.
He said, "I think I killed Brendan."
That was a hilarious movie.
Good tones.
They made the bunk beds.
we put up the bunk beds so we have more room to do activities.
He said, put his nuts on his drum set. He said, what are you doing? Go and rub a dick on your drum set. He said, I swear to God, you better not. We're gonna start doing movie reviews on this show too.
Yo, dude, we gotta install all of pop culture. It can't just be about sports. It gotta be all pop culture, man. We gotta talk about how
Oprah looked mad good at 64.
that's the future president of the United States.
I'm about to marry
I think
her.
she would win.
She would win She would definitely because she's very popular. But should she run? Probably not.
Yeah. I don't.
But I mean, Trump shouldn't have ran.
I'm
Look at how he
anything is
won.
possible.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. You think he runs again?
In 2020, hell yes.
You think he wins? You think he runs? You
Forgot
think he
about
wins?
the Mueller probe.
Is he gonna be the Republican nominee? Yes.
You think so?
Is he
He's gonna
gonna
have to
win? He's going to be. It's automatic. Is he going to be the next president? I mean, continue being president? Probably not. But you never know. There's a lot
I'm
of
not gonna front.
snowflakes.
If you could put a mop on for the Democrats, and I'm voting for it.
See, but that's what y'all should have done. That's what we should have done.
Y'all.
Yeah, because I voted.
I voted too.
I voted for Henderson.
Oh my god.
That's what,
just a
yo,
little bit
dude.
racist.
If not voting was a candidate, it would have won. Can't believe it.
People voted for Harambe. I don't want to hear nothing.
I'm gonna vote for Chris Porzingis.
What was the other thing people voted for? It was Harambe and something else dumb.
It's Hennessy.
Hennessy.
Yeah.
Bernie Sanders, equally dumb. Jill Stein, equally dumb. I forgot who the libertarian candidate, but equally dumb. Voting for fake candidates like Chill Stein.
And somebody gonna say, "Yeah, I voted libertarian." Now tell me why you have a problem with it. I got 4 years for problems now. Big dummy. Big dummy.
Excuse me, he is a stable genius.
You see what,
He won presidency on his first try.
The news is mad dumb now because
So did everyone else.
They
Man.
started talking about his diet and everything. Like
Yeah, that makes no sense. They're attacking him. I was upset because, he eats McDonald's. That's bad for you. Excuse me, Big Macs are great.
Awesome.
I'm going to have a Big Mac right after this.
He's buying all of us Big Macs.
Damn right. It's only $2.50.
Santa Mac. They're going to call you Santa Mac.
Follow us on all social media.
All social media platforms. Crabtree.
Robin Bernard is about to do random dancing.
I'm about to put some music in the air.
Guys, picks. You guys heard all of ours, but I'm going to run mine down. The winning picks. Falcons
33.
-2.5. Vikings. What is that? What are?
That's the spread.
Yes, their favorite. I mean, they're
That's
favorite.
it. That's all they favored about 2.5.
They're playing at Philadelphia.
Philadelphia
Philadelphia should
sucks.
be favorite.
No, they suck,
Hey, I'm just saying.
and they don't have Carson Wentz.
Falcons, Vikings, Pats. Pats. If Pats were up by a
Fat ass
million,
and
I'd pick them.
Chubby.
Pats and Steelers. All those.